college football. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. The Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gamecocks offense takes the field. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Davis looking to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their 1st sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the draw. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So Sam Houston's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Can't get him to the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. He'll keep it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. At the 20. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Davis will throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. On the run, it's Meadows. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Now improvising. At the 35, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bearcats in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Off play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Got the 1st down and more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Quick release by the QB. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll move the tight end. Give to the back. Turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Carney. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Wants to go up top on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They boot it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Motion from the wideout. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Watkins. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. With the catch, it's Johnson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He's got the back in the middle. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo. Now they'll run the draw. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Davis looking to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking deep down the right side. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're one.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. That's caught. It's Johnson. Enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Hawaii. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on second down. Bringing the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They punted away on 4th down. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab on the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On target over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Soft spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Makuba. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense in an empty set. Back to throw, it's Carney. Here's a heat. Looking down the middle. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. To the air on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Gonna run it. It's Meadows. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll keep it on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Hard-hitting tackle. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he puts through the extra point. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Great place to start for this offense. From the red zone, it's Meadows. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Meadows. He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burns. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. From the shotgun, the inside give. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Moves around to clear up the vision.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Davis will throw. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Nestled just inside that right upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Sweet cut there. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The give on the option. Got enough for the first down. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off the play fake. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. He's got it again. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Davis looking to pass. Right on the money. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Gamecocks are on the move. Caught behind the line. It's Watkins. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the move, it's Paul. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that drive covered just 44 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morgan. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the air, it's Barker. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. On the run, it's Paul.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. There he goes. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. Looking downfield on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It'll be a draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Barker. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Sweet cut there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got a man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Paul. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win, moving
Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play. And the Titans will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Jacksonville State's offense will go on the attack first. They'll leave it with him. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Under fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat to the wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches. Wants to throw again. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. Guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Beebe. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Titans line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive. Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Virginia took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Cavaliers that fired on all cylinders. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for a man. It's Beebe. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He can't make the catch, had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down. The Titans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Going right to work up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And how disappointing is that if you're on defense? Third down, you're giving up a hitch throw for a first. You got to at least tackle the catch and get the punt team out on the field.
He'll do it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Fighting off the defender. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Finds his man. It's Smallwood. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the Titans are in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Beebe. Makes the grab, it's Smallwood. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Titans can really attack on this second and short. They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This should be the last play of the quarter. The give to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Beebe. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
I mean, that's a really good response by this defense. They gave up some yards. They got in the red zone, but made a big play on third down. Now forcing the decision for this offense, but most importantly, playing great defense in the red zone.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Gentry. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Hand off from the shotgun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Titans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
And the Titans come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Titans are rolling down the field.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play. Instead, they're looking at a 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Savage. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Gamecocks. how efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. They're trailing by just 4 to Arizona State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Titans want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Beebe. Quickly complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got his man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Titans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Beebe. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Titans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch inside the 25. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Titans are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smallwood. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Titans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They're working that left side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Beebe. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and they cut it to a 28-13 game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They'll go to the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Sets up the screen. Crosses the 35. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Plucks it out of the air. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air on first down. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Jacksonville State! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Utah is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Utes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Pulls and throws off the RPO. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. There he goes! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Beebe. He's got the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smallwood. The Titans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Takes the handoff. It's Cousins. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds at the 1. 1st and goal from the 1. This offense is in great position.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Titans. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll keep it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nice move to keep running. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Makes a man miss. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the route is on. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Back to pass, it's Beebe. Got his man. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. That's reeled in. It's Smallwood. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Smallwood. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Gets the back moving. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker, it's Smallwood. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, the running back has it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They'll run it from the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. To the air, it's Beebe. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. They'll start this drive with a pass. Bring in the heat. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Running to Green. Jukes his way for more. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try the right side. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. From the gun, the ground game. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Beebe. Quick strike complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Titans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hall. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm.
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And the Titans with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to fire on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Chanticleers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So BYU's offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Gage. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. Turning it on. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Coastal Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Chanticleers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown Cougars. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Quarterback on the keeper. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's the handoff. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. The Chanticleers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
They'll run the screen. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gonna run it. It's Wade. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Still running at the 35. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Touchdown, shot to clear. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, BYU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Chanticleers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Going for it all. Snags it on the right. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking for room. It's Flowers. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This BYU offense set up with another 1st down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Cougars have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Cougars! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Georgia State.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the shot. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. And the Chanticleers will punt this one away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Tyson. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10.
Wants to throw on first down. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Crosses the 40. Turns it on in midfield. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The shot that clears after exploding for that huge run. Back to work. He's got it on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the shot that clears after ripping off that huge run. Let's see if they can do it again. From the red zone, looking for a man. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. This time he's got him. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Snaps it in the shotgun. Back's looking for the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Coastal.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Gets rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Touchdown, BYU! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The shot that clears have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Complete. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Using his feet. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Makes the grab. It's Tyson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Tough sliding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. And the Chanticleers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Tyson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Got it, looking for the 1st down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Finds his man. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They go to the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Give to the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. It's a draw. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down. The Chanticleers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The give to the left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for space, it's Payne. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught in the backfield, it's Wade. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Newton. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
And here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Back to pass on second down. He's got it. Quick step and go. Touchdown, BYU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Stoneburner. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Chanticleers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll leave it with him. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Chanticleers will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off play action on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Run the gun. The running back has it. Still on his feet at the 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Leaves it with the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Red pass hits complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Give to the running back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The RPO fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Good, solid tackle. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, shot to clears. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Georgia State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be... There he goes! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Makes the catch. It's Gage. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Fights off a defender. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. At the 18. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Soft spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 1st and 10. to the air on first down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Wade. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship righted.
That's going to do it from here.